Right now, we are at the top of the range, so I would recommend that you exercise a little bit of caution, because typically when we get to the top of these ranges and we get acceptance back in the ranges, it could signal a little bit of a correction.
Becoming a millionaire in crypto gets a whole lot easier if you follow the right people. The number one mistake that I see new people making in crypto is not following the right people. You know that I love to recommend up and coming, valuable crypto YouTube channels that I like, and today I want to recommend to you this guy. I really like Crypto by Matthew CBM. He predicted the exact October top and his followers profited greatly. I've been following Crypto by Matthew for a while. I've made more money because I follow him. This is an example of the trades that he likes to do. His whole community profited from this.
With this pump, we are now well in the green in our Ethereum trade. As you can see down here, the ROI is around 200%. We realized around $27,000 in profit, and we're now sitting right around 60K in unrealized profits. Now, I documented all of this within my free Telegram community. Here was the market update that I gave last night.
I like that he has a free Telegram group where he literally spoon feeds you information and trades. Every trade he makes, in fact, is public and transparent, provides complete proof.
Of course, here's my proof. In the past 30 days, I have made over $20,000. This was an excellent short, and it actually resulted in the bulk of my profits for this past month. $2,000 in profit shorting Dog and Me, $182 in profit shorting Banana S31, several thousands of dollars in profits over and over and over again.
So Crypto by Matthew is very good at simply explaining his trades. He teaches you what he's doing and why he's doing it, and overall helps make you money. Now, obviously this video, his videos, not financial advice, but I prefer to follow people who make accurate price predictions, profitable trades, and who are completely transparent with their process. See, who is with us since the beginning? Back when Altcoin Daily had less than 100,000 subscribers, I always appreciated when big channels would shout us out for doing good work. And today, I want to return the favor and help out a smaller creator that I like. He only has 6,000 YouTube subscribers right now. That's amazing to me. He's literally a hidden gem in the space. Like, it's shocking he doesn't have over 100,000 subscribers based on the good information he provides. If you subscribe to him today, you'll be able to say, I got in before 10K. So, give me a chance here. I'm going to show you, I'm going to explain to you why his channel is so good. I encourage you all to follow him and watch him regularly like I do. In this video, I'll show you exactly why Crypto by Matthew's trading content is so valuable to me and why following Crypto by Matthew can make you money by giving you an edge. If you have a friend interested in trading crypto profitably, send him today's video. This is one video that more people need to see. Let's begin. Examples of accurate predictions by Crypto by Matthew. First of all, throughout September and October, Crypto by Matthew was predicting that Bitcoin dominance would increase regardless of Bitcoin price action. And keep in mind, this is around a time where many people were saying the exact opposite would happen, that altcoin season was just about to start. He was saying that Bitcoin dominance would keep going up, and it did.
My other trades, however, are still the Bitcoin dominance long trade. I told you that Bitcoin dominance would likely continue to increase, whether that means Bitcoin goes up or down. This is why I thought that this was going to be an excellent position, and I've shared it on the channel for over a month now. You can see that we're sitting in some nice profits, and honestly, I'm just holding on to that position as I do expect Bitcoin dominance to continue to increase and fill most of this wick.
So again, many people around this time were calling for altcoin season to start and Bitcoin dominance to fall off a cliff. In retrospect, Crypto by Matthew was the one to be following. So now let's talk about his accurate price calls. Bitcoin peaked in the very first week of October, and Crypto by Matthew called the top. You remember when Bitcoin was trying to break above 124,000 first week of October, all-time highs, many people were calling for more upside immediately. 130K immediately, 150K immediately. Crypto by Matthew stayed level-headed. He was actually calling for a Bitcoin correction, which is what happened. So watch now the rest of the clip from the beginning. Crypto by Matthew called it. And again, what I love is how he clearly communicates and I can follow along easily.
Right now, we are at the top of the range, so I would recommend that you exercise a little bit of caution because typically when we get to the top of these ranges and we get acceptance back in the ranges, it could signal a little bit of a correction. And so long as this previous all-time high continues to act as resistance, there's always the chance that Bitcoin can go ahead and move lower. What a move to the upside from the lows. Honestly, massive move. Very happy from a spot positioning. If you're waiting for a long in the market, some might say this is enough of a pullback, but in my honest opinion, the risk reward simply isn't there as we are at the top of the range. If, for example, we end up having a breakout, there will be a point in time where we come back down and revisit lower levels after that breakout, and this could end up being a long trigger if that's what you're looking to do in terms of trading. So that's why I'm not particularly stressed and worried about getting into a massive Bitcoin long here because we are quite overextended from the lows. Most of your favorite influencers are probably telling you that it's full risk on now and there's no drawdown here, but I'm just being a little bit cautious. I hope you can appreciate that.
And again, it wasn't just one video, him calling the top. He was telling his audience the top was probably in throughout October.
It's highly likely that Bitcoin gets a little bit of a bigger correction. I just wanted to bring this to your attention because if Bitcoin can't close the month above this level over here, which is actually found right around 124.7K, then at that point in time, there will be further downside.
So the main reason why I like this guy is one, because he's smart, makes accurate price predictions, profitable trades, but also two, because he's transparent, because he communicates clearly and so often to his community. So let's go back now to that very profitable Ethereum trade. He predicted the Jackson Hole pump almost perfectly, and he brought his whole community up with him. Here is the full 90-second clip of his accurate Ethereum Jackson Hole trade. Notice how he literally spoon feeds his community these trades. Look how easy it is to follow along.
With this pump, we are now well in the green in our Ethereum trade. As you can see down here, the ROI is around 200%. We realized around $27,000 in profit, and we're now sitting right around 60K in unrealized profits. Now, I documented all of this within my free Telegram community. Here was the market update that I gave last night. Technically, literally by $100, this would be a higher low for Bitcoin if we continue to move up from here. I'm torn because while I think lower levels would be attractive for a bid, mainly looking for ETH longs due to strength, the majority of Twitter is calling for below $110,000. And what do we know when the majority calls for something? They are usually wrong. This is why I think being correct directionally is more important than getting the absolute perfect entry, as you can scale in and out of positions. It would be classic Bitcoin behavior if we just front ran the lows that everyone was expecting. Now, everyone was expecting $110,000. This is what I said. I want to see us reclaim $115,000 for sustained upside, and I don't think the risk to reward is there for shorting Bitcoin at the moment. Now, we talked about this in my previous videos. The risk to reward was not there for shorting Bitcoin while we were still in this range. Stocks have also been down for 5 consecutive days going into this Jackson Hole Powell speech tomorrow, so mean reversion is likely at some point. Let's see how it plays out. I will keep you updated on new positions. And shortly after, I entered an Ethereum long position. I just started scaling back into an Ethereum position in preparation for if this is the Bitcoin low. It's a good risk to reward here, and it would catch most people off guard. Ethereum is still strong and should bounce much harder out of this dump. Average entry, $4,239. And of course, you can see the outcome. We saw a massive pump today with this Jackson Hole event, mainly because Fed Chair Jerome Powell came off a little bit more dovish than most people were expecting.
So just check out the comments on any of his videos from his Telegram group. The comments from his own community speaks volumes. Comment after comment after comment. Just look at these positive testimonials. Profitable trade after profitable trade from his community. Like I said, I've been following this guy for a while. Sorry to shill so hard today. Like I said, I like to support smaller creators. Bigger channels recommended me when we were small, so I want to recommend to you today Crypto by Matthew. Give him a follow, give him a chance. Let's get this number to over 10,000.
And if you enjoy the content, make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, and I'll see you in tomorrow's video.